Hey, happy Thursday. Welcome back to Mrs. DeVita's art room. Tonight in the art room, we are gonna draw some dinosaurs. And you go ahead and get your paper, draw some dinosaurs tonight, and go ahead and get your pencil or whatever you're gonna be using, and let's get started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the bottom of our paper. Your paper should be horizontal. And you're gonna come up and you're gonna draw kind of a bit of a hook shape, almost like a C, but not quite turned around at the bottom there. Got it? All right, can y'all see that? Okay, now what we're gonna do next, it's gonna be the neck up to the head there, okay? So what you're doing, you're coming up and around. Now we're gonna go into the nose. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it down. I'll make a little bit of a wavy line here. And we're gonna kind of bring it down like this. We are making his snout. Okay, you see that? So you're going from your almost C shape down and then like that. All right, that is the part of his snout right here. And make sure you bring it down far enough so it doesn't have a super skinny snout. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come up just a little bit like this. So what I just did. And we're gonna go across. Now you wanna make sure it doesn't look like too much of a beak, so that's why you wanna make sure you're keeping it wide enough. But what I'm gonna do, just kind of make it a little bit wavy. And I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna come back out like this. Right now it does look slightly like a beak, and you can make it as open. I'm gonna make this a little wavier. That's gonna be his jaw, top, bottom. If you notice that it looks too skinny, you can always make it a little bit less skinny looking, okay? It's almost like an eagle beak right now, right? All right, now what we're gonna do, this is gonna come, we're gonna make sure this doesn't come out beyond this top jaw here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here, okay? We're gonna make our bottom jaw, so you're gonna kinda hook right here, all right? And the bottom jaw is gonna be slightly skinnier. You're gonna kinda come, you're gonna make a slightly wavy line. Now you don't wanna come back way too far back to the neck. He's kind of got his head sort of down like that. This is just sort of a close-up or a portrait of a dinosaur. All right, so I'm gonna kind of come back like that. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we are gonna come, we're gonna do our, we got our back here. And we're gonna come in and we're going to do some teeth. Just gonna zigzag right here. And go kind of almost all the way back on the bottom, same thing. All right, see what I'm doing? Okay, now go ahead and do that. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the front of our dinosaur, which is gonna kind of come from one of these bottom teeth. We're gonna have a little part, because he's kind of got his head turned a little bit. So we're gonna have a little part like this. It just kind of comes down like so, okay? Just like that. All right, you can make it a little more curved if you want to, but we're gonna come down like that. Okay, mine looks a little skinny, but that's okay. And I'm also gonna come back here and I'm gonna make, see where his neck is kind of turned? I'm gonna make a line that goes to my opposite corner, like that. Okay, see what I just did? And that is this part right here. This is his neck, and this is where his back would start. All right, so right now I have my, pretty much have my dinosaur in, and I'm gonna make a couple little curved lines inside the mouth. That's actually gonna be the inside of the mouth. I can kind of shade that to show that it is inside. Got my little teeth here. And again, I can come back and make the shading a little nicer. I'm just showing you so you can see what we got going on here. See how I did right there? Shaded a little bit darker as I went back. You can really take your time and do that. And then go back over your lines a little more darkly. All right, now we're gonna come up and we're gonna give our dinosaur an eye. And for our eye, they are reptilians. So we wanna have, we're not really making a cute eye on this guy. He's a little fearsome, but that's okay. We're gonna make kind of a football or a lemon shape. So we're gonna make our top kind of curved line. Then we're gonna come underneath and we're gonna make, and you don't wanna make it too big. I kind of made mine a little big and that's okay. Make kind of a, almost like a cat eye shape in the middle there. So what I'm gonna do, a little shade in there. I can use my finger. Okay, now I need a nostril on my dinosaur. Does not have a nostril right now. Make kind of a teardrop shape. Shade that in. All right, come up, do a little contour line and a nose here. And I can do some shading. So I'm doing, and I think I may have put his eye a little low, and that's something you could always move. Now he's got this kind of line that comes up over his eye that kind of extends up above his forehead. So what I'm gonna do for that, so I'm gonna make this kind of curved line, kind of comes up. All right. And again, I can come back in, I can shape anything that I'm not happy with. That's why I always, you know, in some of the harder drawings, I'm starting with a pencil just so I can go back in and change a few things. We're gonna make a little bit more of the wrinkles and the contour of his chest here. If you wanna call it a chest, I'm not really certain. So I'm gonna come up and I'm just gonna do this line that kind of comes up and then kind of zigzags and then goes back down like this. And I can add a little shading as I go along. I can always come back in and I can add my shading in. I can come back underneath the eye as I go along. I can bring the eye up. I can go around it. I want to make some lines around it. Make it a little more fearsome. Darken up some of the areas. All right, now what I want to do, what I might want to do is I might want to come back and draw maybe either some sort of landscape back behind him, maybe some mountains, real simple, or bushes, whatever you want to put back behind there. All right, so now we have it, folks. We have our dinosaur. Thank you for drawing with us. See you tomorrow.